I'm fighting the scariest man in the division. Everybody's turning him down. That excites me. That doesn't scare me, that excites me. Because in my world, I'm going to beat him.
Countdown. Obviously we had some changes in the fight the last couple days, but Ian is getting ready.
It's obviously really cool to see that there's, you know, people flying around the world to sit down and talk to me and film me, and that kid that dreamt of being one of the greatest MMA fighters in the world is new opponent, new date, everything flipped on its head. That to me is exciting. I just love to fight. And this is an opportunity to go out there to prove that I am better than everyone believes and knows I am.
Good. See, hands, touch. That's it, touch. There you go. Good, there you go.
Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado. Garry, what do you make of that matchup?
That's a great fight. Look, it's a great fight. Ian Garry for a long time has been saying that, you know, he is the future. Obviously, it's his nickname. Like, he sees himself as being there with the belt. He's visualized it, but now he's got Makhachev in the division. And I mean, Makhachev's got the kryptonite for every single person in the division. No matter where the fight goes, he's got the skills to challenge you and to cause you issues.
But he has a win over Carlos just over a year ago. It had to be him. He's had higher profile wins over bigger names.
I feel good about it. He's a well-known guy. He's very highly skilled, you know, and I look forward to the challenge, you know. So, yeah, no, Ian Garry, excuse me, if that's who they pick and that's who Islam wants, no problem. Bring him on the plate. No problem. You know, we'll get ready for Ian Garry. So
Ian Machado Garry is preparing for the biggest fight of his career as he gets ready to face Islam Makhachev. While many fighters avoided this matchup, Garry welcomed the challenge. He believes fighting the toughest man in the division is exciting, not frightening. Even after changes to the opponent and fight date, Garry stayed confident and focused. He says this is his chance to prove that he is better than people think and that he belongs at the top. Training camp is now in its final stage, with Garry sharpening every part of his game. He remains undefeated and believes his winning mindset will help him overcome the toughest test of his career. Many people in the MMA world have shared their opinions on this matchup.
He's never fought someone as long and tall as me. He's not fought someone as fast as me. He's not fought someone who has the distance management, the boxing capabilities, the head movement that I did, but also the takedown defense. He might get me there. I hope he does, because I want to prove to the world that he can't stop. I want to prove to the world that I can get back up. I want to prove to the world that I can beat him in his own world. I don't care how long he's trained in that area. I don't care if he's an internationally recognized master of Sambo or not. I'm going to bounce him on his skull.
Dan Hardy called it a fantastic fight. He said Garry has always believed he would become a champion, but Makhachev is a difficult challenge because he has world-class skills in every area. Hardy also praised Garry for improving his jiu-jitsu in Brazil, but questioned whether anyone can truly prepare for the pressure and wrestling style that Makhachev brings from Dagestan.
I actually think Ian Garry can beat Islam. Now, I'm not predicting for you that he's going to, we'll get to that as this fight gets closer, but I'm sharing for you he can. And Ian Garry is a pain in the ass. And this whole thing that he can't wrestle, go ask Rahman, it does work. But I don't want that to be what Garry's talking about. I want it to be fun starting now. I want him to go after him. I want him to get in his head. I want him to rattle him. I want Islam at the face-off to look away. Now, whether Islam does any of those things, right, it would just force Islam to rise. We could have...
Bottom line about Islam is no one's able to get away from him. Very good standing up now, and he gets a hold of you, you're a Phil. He has a different kind of wrestling. His submissions are fucking insane too. He's just got a vice grip, man.
I know.
Because when I would stand next to him in the octagon when he was the 55-pound champion, I'd be like, how?
Yeah.
How do you weigh 55? That doesn't even make any sense. You're 190 pounds right now.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. If I put you on a scale, you weigh 190. if Ian Garry can get off sharp combinations.
Chael Sonnen believes Garry has a real chance to win. He pointed to Gary's performance against Shavkat Rakhmonov as proof that he can wrestle and defend himself on the ground. Sonnen also suggested that Garry should start the mental battle before the fight by trying to get into Makhachev's head and build more excitement around the matchup. Joe Rogan also sees this as a fascinating contest. He praised Gary's size, striking, and confidence, but said Makhachev's wrestling, submissions, and constant pressure make him one of the hardest fighters in the world to beat. According to Rogan, Gary's biggest challenge will be dealing with Islam's grappling.
This is an opportunity to go out there to prove that I am better than everyone believes and knows I am. This guy's got a 100% finish rate. I've got a 100% win rate. When I step into the octagon, all I do is win.
Большая часть, наверное, это все телефоны, это все, ну, не знаю, почему так, даже вот так резко это все поменялось. Но мы росли по-другому, и, например, знаешь, как, если мы там говорили вот года 3-4 назад, как мы росли в Америке, для них это было чем-то таким нереальным. Но сейчас мы как-то стали ближе, что ли, к Западу, вот как там в школах. Примерно, ну не скажу, конечно, это большая разница.
He's so big, he's so long, and he's so confident. And then Khabib came out and said, hey, Ian's a hard matchup for us. He's long, he moves well, he moves a lot. He's not gonna go in there and get single leg easy dumped. He's gonna scoot back, he's gonna throw, and it's gonna be a difficult fight. I'm excited. I'm actually Russia or Dagestan versus Ireland. This is an epic fight, dude.
I think it's a huge fight too, and just we got to enjoy it because I swear Islam probably got 2 fights left.
Yep,
2 fights, maybe even 1. He's 35 years old.
Sean O'Malley believes Gary's height, reach, movement, and confidence could make this one of Makhachev's toughest fights. He even mentioned that Khabib Nurmagomedov reportedly viewed Garry as a difficult opponent because of his movement and ability to avoid easy takedowns. Garry himself has great respect for Makhachev. He admits that Islam is one of the best fighters in MMA and understands how difficult this challenge will be. He praised Makhachev's championship record, wrestling, and winning streak, but remains confident that he has the skills to win.
I know how good Islam Makhachev is. I know how talented he is. He's 29-1 in the sport. He's a 2-weight division champion. He's the most successful lightweight champion of all time and had the most lightweight defenses of all time. He is the current welterweight champion of the world. He came up a division and won the title. He is tied for the longest consecutive active win streak in UFC history.
Of course he'd rather fight Morales, because Morales hasn't beaten anyone in the sport. He said he'd rather fight Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman has won 2 fights in the last 10 he's had. He said he'd rather fight Pratchett, a man who I beat. He'd rather fight anybody except me.
Now, facts, okay? That is true. Makhachev did want different opponents. He did. However, I know you fucking told your cameraman. I can't prove it! I literally can't prove it!
35, I'm pretty sure. So we got to enjoy these last fights. Some people, you could call Islam the greatest out there, and he's probably got 1-2 more fights.
Saw Makhachev versus Ian Machado. Garry, what do you make of that matchup?
That's a great fight. Look, it's a great fight. Ian Garry for a long time has been saying that, you know, he is the future. Obviously, it's his nickname. Like, he sees himself as being there with the belt. He's visualized it, but now he's got Makhachev in the division. And I mean, Makhachev's got the kryptonite for every single person in the division. No matter where the fight goes, he's got the skills to challenge you and to cause you issues.
MMA Guru questioned some of Gary's bold statements, but admitted that Garry has done an excellent job creating excitement for the fight. His interviews, confidence, and callouts have helped turn this matchup into one of the most talked about fights in the UFC. Javier Mendez, Makhachev's head coach, welcomed the matchup. He described Garry as a talented and respected fighter, and said the team is ready if Islam chooses to fight him.
Since Ian Garry's, you know, been spending time in Brazil, been working on his jiu-jitsu, he's going to be far more confident in his ground game. But at the same time, like, I don't know if you can be able to replicate what Islam Makhachev can do to you. I think you would have to be in the wrestling room in Dagestan to really feel that kind of pressure. And what you got to remember is, like, that room right now, we keep signing a bunch of guys from Khabib's team. They're all like cookie cutter.
He's a cock and he sits in the corner of the room and watches his wife get dogged out by the nutritionist.
Do you think Ian Garry's got a shot here to win the belt?
Yeah, definitely. He has a shot. He's a long, lanky fighter. Islam's getting a little older. Who knows Islam's motivation anymore? He wanted that big money matchup with Ilya, and now that matchup is gone. He's going to be a lot smaller than Ian, so definitely Ian can win. He's
going to go forward. I'm just saying, Philadelphia, they've got a real fight on the hands. And by the way, the fight card is shaping up really nicely as well. There's a couple of rumored bouts that I saw online. I don't know if these are actually happening, but if they are, it's going to be ridiculous.
Hear the news about Islam fighting Garry?
No.
Who do you think would win that one?
I mean, Islam is champion and he has a lot of experience, but I think young Garry has a chance.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think so. Young Garry has to stop his takedowns, and striking, young Garry is very smart, calculated.
I feel good about it. He's a well-known guy. He's very highly skilled, and I look forward to the challenge, So, yeah, no, Ian Garry, excuse me, if that's who they pick and that's who Islam wants, no problem. Bring him on the plate. No problem. We'll get ready for Ian Garry. So,
while Mendez believes Makhachev would control the grappling exchanges, he also warned that Garry is dangerous on the feet and has the power to change the fight with one strike. As fight night gets closer, opinions remain divided. Some experts believe Garry has the tools to challenge the champion, while others think Makhachev's experience and elite wrestling will be too much to overcome. One thing is certain, the MMA world is eagerly waiting to see if Ian Machado Garry can shock the world, or if Islam Makhachev will once again prove why he is one of the best champions in the sport.
He does well with Islam on the stand-up because he's rangy, he's tricky, all those, but on the ground he doesn't. He does okay, but he doesn't survive on the ground, I don't think. I mean, well, okay, he might survive 5 rounds, but he won't get the best of Islam on the ground. That I'm 100% sure about that. On the stand-up, he's pretty tricky. So one punch can change everything on that. One kick, one punch, one knee. So that's a different story. But on the ground, I don't see him dominating. I see him surviving.
Ian should get the Islam fight. You think he can beat him?
No, I think Islam will get him down, and I think Islam will probably submit him. Like, if you look where Shavkat had Ian, people can get to him, and if someone like Islam gets to him, it would be a long night for Ian. But Ian's very tricky. He's very long, rangy, so I think it'll be a very interesting fight, but ultimately I think Islam will get him down.
Carlos has been great as of late, but he has a win over Carlos just over a year ago. It had to be him.
Oh, Michael Morales.
Nah, he's had greater wins. He's had higher profile wins over
this fight. Really looking forward to it. It's got 1 million likes on Instagram already. And Ian Garry had this response, and this may change my prediction before I get into Dern versus the other thing and then moving on to the card builder, where I'm going to build the rest of this card. Ian Garry made this response video. And by the end of this 23 seconds of excruciating viewing experience, I may end up picking Makhachev, so watch out. Wait, you can't hear it. You may think yourself lucky, but I didn't actually mean for you guys.
Let us know your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more MMA news and updates.